Alright, so continuing our Saturday morning here. So, if you look up Terra preta, long story short, in the Amazon, the ancient Amazonians, whoever they were, had all these civilizations and they made their own earth, like a fertilizer, and they call them Amazonian dark earths or Amazonian black earths. And they took charcoal that they created by digging a pit, burning branches and stuff and wood, and covering it with leaves and watering it down so it burned very slowly with very little oxygen, and it preserved some nutrients in the wood, and it made this charcoal. And they would throw that on the fields, and they would mix broken pottery with it too.
What?
And the idea, I guess the scientists figured out, like, whether they knew this or not, the broken pottery attracted the bad microbes that eat the good microbes, and somehow they were attracted to go into the porous cracks and stuff in the pottery, the terracotta, which is what this stuff is. They had terracotta, and they would go in there and just die, as I understand it, while the good microbes would feed on the charcoal that was soaked with all the nutrients from the urine and cow poop and everything, you know, whatever. They didn't have cows, but, you know, they're animals or llamas and stuff like that. And they would feed on that, and it would just turn the soil into this beautiful, black, fluffy, nutrient-dense earth. And you can take this soil today in the Amazon, you can take it and put it in bad soil, and it will turn the bad soil good over time. It's just like this inoculated stuff. You just throw it in there and it just turns everything. So, I'm not going to deviate from that. I'm not even going to really research it a whole lot. I'm just going to follow the findings. And I'm going to break these up into little pieces. And I'm going to...
Don't you think you should use a big hammer?
A what?
The big hammer so that you don't get cut or...
Well, whoa!
Or like that.
Or you little kids could not stand so close. That would work. I'm not going to just dump all of this in here. I'm going to put this in like a bucket. And then I'm going to just take little pieces every now and then and toss them in. And I know we're not in the Amazon. It's not near that hot here. But I'm just going to see if this works. I've done this before. We were in Oregon. And of all places in Oregon, I got really amazing results. I mean, the difference between a zinnia being 3 feet high and a zinnia being 7 feet high. And I'm not kidding. We had zinnias that were 7 feet tall when I made this Terra preta stuff. So I know it works. And our tomatoes were outrageous. I mean, they produced incredible tomatoes. Huge plants. 10-foot tall plants. Whereas I had regular stuff with soil from Home Depot in a raised garden. Same kind of raised garden. And same kind of sunlight, everything. And it just did barely what it said on the package. They just got to like 3-4 feet and that was it. So I know it works. I've seen the difference. I've experimented. And so I'm not going to deviate from it. I'm just going to try to stick with that now that we're in a hot climate, and see if I get even better results, or even just the same would be nice. Whoa! If I don't hurt myself, and we'll see what happens. So I'm just gonna take some of this. I'll cut myself open, and about a handful. I think that's all I'm gonna do for this layer. I'm just gonna toss some pieces. I know this just seems nuts, but that's the recipe. That's what they've found in the Amazon. That's what this stuff has in it. It has ancient pottery, fish bones, animal bones, birds, things they ate. It's got manure. It's got lots of charcoal. I think that's, yeah, go ahead and toss those in, and I think that's good. And that'll be a layer, you know. We'll put more on that. I'm not going to get it too thick with that, but no, that's plenty. Let's not do any more.
This one.
I don't know. It was just, I think it was in the barn. It was cracked.
Oh.
All right, don't get into it too much.
That's a lot of powder.
That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try it out, see what happens. Our makeshift Terra preta chicken manure, pottery shards, charcoal, cow manure, dirt, leaves, old grass, yard clippings, you know, you name it, we throw it in there. Only thing I don't like to put in there is like sticks.
Yeah.
But we put eggshells in there. It's just like anything you put in a normal compost pile. Banana peels, whatever the chickens won't eat.
Chicken feed?
Well, and I'm kind of putting leftover chicken feed in there. Not the feed, because it'll just sprout, but the...
Oh, yeah.
some of it gets in there. I don't really care. But, you know, the juice from draining out that fermented chicken feed, I think that's making a world of difference, because this is really turning into good dirt. I dug this up the other day. I just turned it over yesterday, but I was shocked. I've been waiting forever, like 3 months, and it's finally turning into soil. I mean, this is... Ugh. There's cow poop in there, gross. Well, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out. Here's like some tomato leaves. I trimmed the tomatoes, clipped them out so they could breathe. I'll do a video on that too next time it's time to trim them. But just put it all in there. I leave this open, the chickens come in, they eat, they peck, they scratch. They poop. And that's fine. So, yeah. Anyway, there's something else we're doing.